morning, everyone. It's September 28th, 2018, 8:09 this morning. Heading again for work. This is part 2 of yesterday's rant. Why are we failing at the game of life? Well, yesterday I rant about how the economic system is made to keep you in debt, under debt, not earning enough, not making enough money, and how your values and your priorities are also at cause what's keeping you under. Why I'm driving fast this morning. The part 2 of this rant is about your own fault. If you are in a situation you are now, I'm not generalizing anybody, but I'm just saying that if you are in debt and you are somewhat depressed and things are not moving forward for you in life and life is hard and everything else, well, the cause of that is your choice and your priority. Yes, in school and high school we are not taught economic. We're not taught that credit cards are a trap, and borrowing money is a trap, and having a house is a trap, and everything else that's related to money are traps, and catch and financial death trap. They don't teach you that in high school, or where the fuck? If they did, nobody would be in their situation right now. The main reason of that is they don't want people to be smart about their money. They want people to be frivolous about their money, spend it freely, help the economy runs, and be in debt. That's their goal. If it was just for me, when you reach high school, there will be an entire class dedicated to economy, like financial economy. Learning about banks, learning about your money, learning how to manage a house, learning how to manage your car, learning how to manage your financial life. Like seriously, I was in the army, I was in high school, and at any point in this time, nobody ever taught me about how to use my money. The only thing that I learned how to use my money is from my parent, and spend it and enjoy things. That's what I learned. Instead of saying save your money, make your money grow, trust the financial system, and it will help your money grow and get better in life. But for me personally, sorry, I have to focus on the road as well. I grew up with a major distrust in the bank, because all I see with the bank is that they're never there to help you or try to work their way to make your financially grow. They're doing it with their own gain, and your financial grow is so little that the odds of you making an actual amount of money from the bank is a mere 5 to 10%. That's jack shit. You know, if I'm gonna leave my money in the bank for weeks on end, months on end, years on end, let's say like $1,000, well, I'd like to have my money grow, and actually grow, not like $1 per month. That's not grow, that's like fucking shit. That's why I don't keep money in the bank. I know that there's tangerine, that its only purpose of tangerine is a saving account that actually grows and actually bring back money. You know, with $100 you'll make $250 per week, or I don't know. I know that it does work. Anyways, back to the topic of it's your fault. Your priority and your values are in correlation with how you feel. And if you would detach this, your priority and your value, from your feeling, and actually consider it for what you actually need, then things will actually move forward. It's called striving. And when you focus positively on what you need to strive at, it takes a huge amount of patience, because things take times. It doesn't happen from one day to the next. It's gonna take months and years, and it's easy to fall under depression and make an excuse because it's an scapegoat. I'm depressed, it's hard, I can't do this, I can't do that. The moment you start falling for this is the moment you start working on solutions to make it work. And a lot of people, that's what they do the moment that the serotonin stop flowing, the happy mood stop flowing. If their work environment is where their friends at and their families at, and they're happy being with them and working there, and the moment that they leave work and they get back to their reality of their mundane life and their depressing life, then they get home and they get depressed because they're not with their friends and with their family. They don't feel any more values because they're at home alone. And if you're a lonely person, for sure. But yeah, that's the point, is you're gonna find a coping mechanism for your loneliness and your shit like this. So you're either gonna drink, take drugs, try to find an scapegoat, or play video games non-stop and hide yourself from the world inside a video game, which is not really healthy. You need to face the world. For me, I can't say I'm even better, because my scapegoat is to keep my mind occupied and not to think about my actual problems. So I run my blog on Tumblr, which is something I do perpetually. It's something that I do all the time. I'm on it at work, when I'm in the bathroom. I'm on it at homes, probably 85% of the time when I'm at homes. And I write stuff, I post stuff, I share my opinions. That's my scapegoat. But I mean, it's not toxic under any circumstance, because for me, it's a communication tools. I have 1,100 followers, and amongst them, there's about 500 real people. And amongst those 500 real people, there's probably 250 that actually read what I post. So for me, it's not a waste of time. I actually did something. So it's not all that bad. But still, it's a scapegoat. But, you know, back in the days, what people did when there were nothing to do, they watch TV or they read a book. And they isolate themselves from the world, or they pick the phone and they call their family. That's how things are, you know. It's nothing's easy in life. If you grow up having your parents sheltering you from everything and always telling you, even though you lose at something, you're a winner, blah blah blah, that's not how things work. You grow up by making mistake and being defeated and having flaws and meeting challenge and having failures. That's how you grow up and how you cope with life. Coming back to the principle of priority and values, is that, like I said before, you need to detach yourself from your feelings when it comes to be able to strive, and you need to be able to focus on what's needed to advance and strive and make it better and get out of the ruts where you are, instead of saying, oh, life is hard, it's hard. No, like, stop saying that. Start working harder and start making things better. When I was depressed 2 years ago, it wasn't because the lack of money or the flow of anything. It was because I didn't have a sense of value of where I was, and I couldn't find some place that I fit in. So that's what was my handicap. I just couldn't find a place where I was fitting in. And when I landed here, where I work right now, I use a friendly approach and try to control myself than to say I'm better than everybody else, and say I'm gonna try to match myself with them and show them supports, show the people supports, and try to feel them value, and try to change the environment where I was in. And over the course of 10 months, I did change the environment where I am. You can see from the people that I work with, those that I have chosen to remain where they are and be depressed about themselves and not moving forward and not trying to strive, and see those that are actually trying to strive and move forward, and they always come and see me for advice and questions and resource, and the vast knowledge that I have, they see that and they say like, oh, okay, what can I do to do this, and what can I do to improve that, and so on and so on. So I'm always there to help them. So you can see that in their value system, they see that probably if this person's a success and it's working for him, maybe I could follow from him and see how it goes. And your life and your personal life, if you want to get out from where you're in, you have to stop thinking as the world as an obstacle, and you have to start thinking as the world as something that you can use, and the resource that's in front of you that are giving to you. Instead of saying everything is an obstacle, you have to turn it around and say everything is given unto me that I can use. I just need to know how to use it properly, how to interact with people, and that you will change your values and your priorities. And at one point you say like, oh, well, you know what? I'm not so stressed anymore. I don't need cigarette. It's killing me slowly and it's making me unhealthy. I don't need to drink anymore when I reach home to escape from my mundane life, because I feel better about myself. I feel better about going to work. I'm not depressed anymore. So all these problems are based on your priority and your values. And once you set up those priorities and those values properly, you will reach a new level. And then you will feel better about yourself. And then you won't need these things. You will just need to focus and remember that things takes time. And when things take time, you need to occupy your mind on something productive and healthy to move forward. Because if you don't take these steps and you don't find something healthy to move forward, you will get back to where you were. So I have to go to work right now. So that's pretty much it for now, everyone. I'll probably do another part 3 about this and try to focus more steadily on what I have to say. But priorities and values are what's ruining you if you're on the negative side. So on this note, have a good day, everyone. I'll catch you later.